Welcome along to episode 5 of Joga Bonito. I'm joined by Callum and Fraser, and it's myself, Luke, again. How are we all doing, troops?
Good, aye, very well.
I'm very well too, as well, actually. Yeah.
Are you?
I'm not too bad.
Truthfully?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah.
Good weekend?
Oh, are you jumping straight to the football there?
Straight to it.
Yeah, not a great result for Rafe Rovers this weekend. As a Rafe fan, we can move on from that, though. We don't need to speak about that too much because there's plenty of good games on this weekend.
Such a bad result, he's now a Bayern fan, look.
Yeah, no, he's come back.
I've always been a Bayern fan. I don't know what you mean.
Fair enough.
Since that result, years ago.
I know, yeah. Since before I was born,
Yeah.
Rafe won the up away to Bayern Munich. Yeah.
You're a Bayern Robson fan, am I right?
Good.
Nah.
No, we're all good friends, you know. Rafe Rovers, Bayern Munich. It makes a lot of sense.
Well,
you know, I like to
exactly.
follow Lee Morrison's, Barry Hepburn's of the world. So, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry Hepburn, he doesn't have a job these days. Did you know that?
Does he
A
not?
little fun fact to start us off.
I thought he was playing in the Austrian Bundesliga too.
No, he went on loan for the second half of last season, but he's out without a club now, which is kind of crazy.
That
Was
is.
that at Queen's Park for a bit?
He was on loan at Queen's Park first, yeah. I just find that wild. You think so?
I know.
Hype
no,
around
yeah.
him. When he went to Queen's Park, everyone thought he was going to be like
A great player,
the big thing, yeah.
but it wasn't.
He did score an absolute belter. I can't remember. Maybe it was against Eric Hampden from. Can't remember. But it was from.
Great story that was to kick this off excitingly. Look, I wonder. I get worried about your neck doing this podcast. You do a lot of. It's like watching a game of tennis.
Yeah.
For you, are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I wanted to make sure.
Am I just like
We
sit
can
back?
rotate if
Nah,
you'd like.
no, this is too iconic now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
It's an iconic back three.
The smiler in the middle.
Through the back.
Back and forth.
He's our Rocky in the middle.
He's a rocket.
Rocky Bashiri.
Don't need to
So-
compare me to that lad.
Today we're going to just start off with the news before going into our challenges. No big theme for this one. And we're going to start by looking at Rocky and the Edinburgh Derby. Luke, you were there. You were filming pitch side.
Yep.
Can we use some of your footage in this maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's not going to
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not going
go
to see
for
the
it.
light of day otherwise.
You can use my George Grant footage if you want.
That's quality, by the way. He's got the copyright for that.
That is fantastic.
I'll put a watermark all the way over it as well.
Thanks. Yeah, that's really kind of you. So Edinburgh Derby. Fraser, you didn't catch it, I don't believe.
No, but I did catch the winner. And
What a
holy
strike that
moly.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good goal. Can't take anything away from it.
But yeah,
We're meant to be unbiased in this show, look. Show some enthusiasm for that worldly of a strike.
what you do have to say is Hibs on fire. What's that, 15 undefeated now?
Something like that.
Going into this cup tie against Celtic at a decent time this weekend.
Yeah, but
Still fancy Celtic, but maybe going there with a bit of
Yeah.
optimism.
And they were
perhaps.
rocked at the weekend.
Yeah, that was another.
The scoreline
just-
perhaps flattered them ever so slightly, so.
Who really cares? They're 16 points clear.
Well, I know, but.
And that's because Rangers lost at home again. This experiment has had a bit of a mixed start, is it fair to say, the new management team?
Yeah, I didn't catch the game in full, but I did obviously. I caught Barry Ferguson's post-match comments.
Not a happy bunny.
yes.
Yeah, I'm not happy that the Rangers team didn't listen to absolutely everything that he put forward.
They probably said don't score 5 and
I
score.
Yeah, an interesting. Obviously, trying to give it the whole. I'm so disappointed and angry that the team didn't go out and win 6-0. But I don't know. It sounds like a few of my friends are Rangers fans. I don't think they were too happy. I think they may have even left.
Back-to-back home losses as
Yeah.
well. They'd be wanting.
That's 3 back. That's like 3.
Oh, Scottish Cup as well.
3 in a row that they've lost
Do you know?
at home. Yeah.
If only we had the numbers for when the last time that happened was. Because we don't have the numbers for that. But if we did, I'm sure it's a great stat. Yeah. But yeah, so Hibs really sort of putting their foot down for that race for third, which is definitely a race. I mean,
Right.
Hearts would have been right in it if they won, obviously. But
Or even a draw.
yeah, but Hibs, they're flying and, all for it. Good football team.
Aye.
Not in terms of being a Hibs fan, but I'm just admiring good football. David Gray's really
Let's
good.
look at this objectively. Look, fantastic team, brilliant team,
Jeez, no.
filled with quality, great fan base,
Kieran
fantastic.
Pablo,
Yep.
the winner.
The thing is, they were they were the much better. Like, I will give them the credit that they were the much better team in the second half, and they were the team that looked like they wanted it more. So
Well, we are going into a bit of analysis on that, which is quite rare here. If we're going into actual detail. I thought Hearts responded really well to obviously the goal going in, and the rest of that first half didn't fully dominate it, but were definitely the team in the ascendancy, a lot more comfortable, controlled.
Yeah.
And then fair play to Hibs in that second half, who obviously changed it around. Whatever David Gray said at half time, whatever he's doing at the moment, it seems to be working.
Yep.
So they were well. definitely the team that seemed a bit more up for it in that second half, which is odd. And then I think Hearts' only attempt on goal in the 90th minute or something like that. It's that second half.
There was no chances at all, I feel. Nothing clear-cut enough to...
What do you make of the diamond? I don't know if you can really analyse much from pitch side, but...
The diamond?
Yeah, the formation.
Oh, well. Actually, just when he took off James Wilson, he changed formation.
Yeah.
I have seen like a lot of other Hearts fans like raging about how he brought off James Wilson and then he changed formation and saying how it was all down to Critchley, but I don't know, you can't really blame Critchley for things like that, to be honest. I don't know.
Well, I think the really interesting thing is as well, it's basically the same group of Hibs players that were bottom of the league. I think they've been in the bottom two more than anyone this season or something like that. Or maybe that's Hearts, but Hibs were down there as well.
Both teams have been amongst there for all the way till December.
But it's the same group of players. Nothing's really changed there. It's just they're now in a system they're comfortable with and they can thrive in. So I guess it's just about getting that bit of consistency in the team, isn't it, really? Probably what Hearts would ideally have as well, yeah.
The thing is, Hearts were doing I think it was, I'm trying to think, so they were unbeaten so many games and then they played Rangers, lost, and then they went and won 2 back-to-back after that. The momentum was starting to go their way, but
I think what it shows is sitting for the teams from 3rd down to 12th in the Scottish Premiership, maybe it doesn't really come down to personnel that much, because Hearts there's not much change from last season, and they were by far and away the third team in Scotland.
Strolling third. Yeah.
And everyone thought that going into this season, Hearts were going to stroll to 3rd place. And with managerial changes and just with a loss in momentum, it's like Hearts are nowhere near what they were last season. Hibs, bottom of the pile, looked dead and buried probably earlier on in the season. Now they're flying in pole position for 3rd place, but not a lot's changed really, personnel-wise. So it obviously just shows that if you can get a sort of winning mentality in a club and a good system that fits the players, I don't think there's probably, you could make a case for any one of the other 10 teams in the league coming 3rd, maybe not so many 10, but definitely there's 6 clubs there that could easily come 3rd, and it just comes down to the sort of tactical.
I mean, look at the
run. Who wants it more?
Look at the run.
And who wants it more?
Look at what happened to Aberdeen this season alone. Like 2 different teams.
Exactly.
Just the confidence in a run, a system, whatever it might be, and then
and you can slag Aberdeen off, but if you want in recent times, but they've got personnel-wise, they've got fantastic players in that team. A couple of FA, I'm not really convinced of Sivert Nielsen. He doesn't look fantastic, but Jimmy Tilleen obviously got him in to do a certain job and knows him well, but they've got Kevin Nisbet.
And they won't have Jamie McGuire for all too long as well, either.
I know.
That deal with Hibs, it was interesting to see. I think one of the better players outside the old firm in Scotland.
Brilliant player,
I've always liked him, to be fair.
It's a really good addition. Maybe boosting their European campaign they may well be having next year, but we've got a while to go till then. A division though where there is a good title race is the Scottish Championship. Could throw a blanket over the 3 of them. Fraser, you were there at Somerset Park on Saturday. A happy man.
Oh, fantastic. A really happy man. Yeah, no, it was good. I was really nervous going into that game, actually. I wasn't confident. Erev had a good record over Airdrie and Airdrieonians in recent times, but was nervous because actually, if you looked at the form table, Airdrie were
up there.
Well, actually, I think they were the most formed team in the league. They hadn't lost in 5. Having had possibly one of the worst starts to a championship season since Brechin, maybe.
Yeah, last 5 they have like Livingston as well. So similar form.
So going into that game, thought this could be difficult. Airdrie in good form. Ayr were just had a sort of snag in the road, a wee bump. But no, it was 3-0 by half time. Ayr were dominant. Airdrie had 1 chance in the first half. Admittedly a very good chance, but Ayr just blew them out of the water. Jay Henderson was pinging balls about like for fun. David Beckham style. He had a hand in all 3 goals. Two direct assists in the first half, and a pre-assist maybe. An assist to an assist for the other. I don't know.
I don't like that.
But he was influential though. It was his cross that I think it got knocked down to somebody else, but it was the Jay Henderson show. But there was so many good performances.
When you know that there's only 10 games left in the season, this title race, it's going down to the wire. Doesn't feel right that there's only 10 games left. It feels
I know it will
feels too early. It's going to be good.
This is the final round of fixtures. Once I think Livingston have played 27, so they're going into their final round of fixtures. Ayr and Falkirk have got a game in hand, so they're going in. They've got Ayr play Queen's Park obviously Tuesday night at Hampden. So as of the weekend, going into the final round of fixtures, it's set up for a beautiful end to the season.
3 of the teams in midweek action at the top of the league. Livy at home to Rafe on the Wednesday. Falkirk away to Airdrie as well. Falkirk coming in after a 2-2 draw against Hamilton. Luke, good for them to at least get something out of that game.
A point on the board at the end of the day. I don't know. And there was a lot of negative. I've seen so many negative comments from that game. I think they weren't even lucky to get a point. I think McGlynn changed the system a lot since Morton away last Friday, and I think that was the biggest master of the team's downfall at the weekend, that they changed so much. So
in what way? What did they?
Just he changed the back four.
Yeah, he's been switching between back 3 and back 4 or 5.
Well, just completely. It just changed players in the back four.
Oh right, okay. So it was it a system change or personnel change?
Personnel change.
Oh right, okay.
Which I found a bit weird. He brought in Leon McCann in at left back, who I probably wouldn't have started against a team like Hamilton, because Hamilton are quite a big team and like to run at you. Whereas he dropped Sean Mackey, and he kept a clean sheet a bit more when he came into the team. So
you want to see consistency just in the defence as well. It's kind of the first thing you want. So, but yeah, midweek Airdrie will look to get back to winning ways, and then Livingston at home to Rafe. It's going to be a very interesting title race. Hamilton themselves, though, have enjoyed a bit of an upsurgence in form as well. I think that's 4 points now in the last 2 to make things interesting at the bottom. Dunfermline won as well on the weekend, but they're still 9th, so I think that's going to be a really interesting fight. And it's not like the teams above them are uncatchable as well. Yeah. It's sort of just a big group of them. I'm certainly hoping from a Rayfield's perspective we're not looking back into that group at some point, but the way football goes, it could be such a quick change. Airdrie
can happen.
Airdrie 10 points from safety still be an incredible turnaround if they did it, because I still see the teams in front of them picking up points here and there. So
yeah, I haven't seen what I saw at the weekend. It could just be a blip, but they didn't look fantastic. They were comfortable winners at the weekend. So previously I would have thought maybe Airdrie could do it and they were gaining momentum, but for their sake I just hope that Saturday's game at Somerset isn't going to derail their season again.
Yeah. But didn't look at the races in there.
That's quite good, to be fair.
Beautiful.
Should have started this news bit off as well by saying we're going through all the divisions, just to give a little summary of some results stood out from the weekend. Down to League One now, which has been a crazy divisional season. Long, of course. Stenny is still right up there with Arbroath, who are in decent form himself as well, and possibly looks like that top 2 could just maybe break away a little bit. I mean, obviously Cova right there too as well, but very interesting division. Owl playing themselves back into form as well. 3 straight wins. They're flying too to get themselves into 4 positions. So what's going to happen in League One? I don't know. Do you guys know? I have no clue.
Absolutely, yeah.
Tell us.
Stenny are going to romp it.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Stenny.
2 back-to-back promotions.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Stenny here.
4 wins in a row as well.
I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'd like to see, that would be fantastic. Oakview in the Championship.
Oh yes.
Stenny winning 2 leagues back to back after never having won.
League,
that would be.
I mean, either way, if they were to end in the playoffs, it'd be rocking there. Yeah. But if they did the league, it'd be brilliant. Arbroath are away to Dumbarton during the week as well, so they could extend that lead at the top. Yep. And I think the thing about Arbroath is they probably will look. They'd love to, obviously. Yeah, I'd love if we won it, as they say. But I'm sure they'd like to sort of just extend that lead, maybe make it a bit more comfortable. But a long way to go. And also, finally, a first win this weekend as well for Charlie Mulgrew at Kelty Hearts. He certainly took his time to get that one, didn't he?
They can take a deep breath.
Yeah.
At Kelty, I think, that they finally got off the mark. Mark Kerr's his assistant as well, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Mark Kerr?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that, actually. Yeah. Good on him. That's
good on him.
He's back.
He's back.
I wasn't... I mean, I love to see young aspiring managers getting the opportunity, but obviously I don't know if Charlie Mulgrew's had much managing experience, if at all, out with
more just the name
or before Kelty. Is it just a name like him getting it because of his playing CV? But it's good to see he's got a win on the board. They've not had a great start to his tenure, but they're still within touching distance in the playoffs. So
I would have said to you earlier in the season, I thought they could go on and really be competing for the league title. So obviously they've had this massive blip, and if they can get themselves back into the playoff positions, and they'd be really happy with that. But a long way to go. It'd be interesting to see what happens. There's a lot of quality in sort of that league, though, in a small group.
They don't even look that. They're not even that far off fourth.
No, 6 points off, but I can see Seattle will keep winning as well. I think Andy Graham's doing
Game in
a good
hand.
job there.
Let's not forget.
Game in hand, points on the board. What's more important?
Oh, points on the board.
Points on the board. No, but it'll be interesting. League One is such an interesting division to keep an eye out on. Yeah. So good for them. Actually got an interesting one as well. Their fullback partnership. Jamie Watson just signed for them. So he's at right back. Brody Patterson at left back. Both Bowery High School. One was a year above me, one was a year below me. So that's an interesting left back, right back partnership.
When are they signing you, Callum?
Hopefully soon. I don't know.
He's just slot nicely into that midfield, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you've got left back, right back. Could be sort of on the bench. One more.
Right back in the dressing.
Random question here. I don't know why I want to ask you guys this. It just came in my head. I always think about it. Do you think it's way worse to be a left back because you've always got the linesman on your side, both halves of the game?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Are they always on the left-hand side?
Yeah. Because they're on different sides. See, the left back, both halves, always has the linesman. Probably a bit easier if you're a right back.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing, but there you go.
So it's probably a bit easy. It's something you think about, unless you mean.
Yeah.
I think about these kind of things.
Yeah, no, that
keeps me up at night. Is it a lot easier at right back if you need to do a bit of housery? A little.
A wee shoulder.
Yeah, a little shoulder, a little hand. A little bit.
That's probably why I never got a foul called for one of my tackles I put in an 11's game once.
Were you a right back?
Yeah.
Okay. No, and bit of context there.
Yeah, just for context.
But yeah, I feel like it must be way more annoying to be a left back.
I would imagine if you were to ask,
we'll have to get a left back on.
There's only one person that can really answer this. Aaron Hickey.
Aye, we do have one.
Oh, he's played both sides.
He's played both sides. I don't know if there's many other players that played both sides.
Fraser Azpilicueta wants to come on the podcast. He's more than welcome.
We just need to make a wee trip down to London.
Yeah, happy to do so.
I'll be there.
No matter what.
I'll not miss it. Well, Aaron Hickey back in action as well. Do you think he'll be back in the Scotland squad this month?
Yeah.
No, too soon.
You do. He's no chance. He's played one game for Brentford B.
Okay.
I don't think Thomas Frank is never in a million years going to let him go off and play 90 minutes for you Thursday.
He is. Oh, he is. He's a thirsty boy, this guy.
I'm thirsty for
Finish that sentence.
No, bringing it back.
Some international football back. I love
you're thirsty for international football. Yeah. Right, okay.
No, I don't. Aaron Hickey's not getting picked. If Aaron Hickey gets picked, I will be so incredibly shocked.
That's okay. You're allowed to be.
But I'm hoping that maybe Ross McCrory gets a wee run in games instead of Anthony Rouse has not done much at right back. So anyway, this is beside the point. But no, I don't. It was a fantastic finish from Aaron Hickey, cutting from the right hand side, left-footed perler into the not quite top corner, but corner of the net. Beautiful goal.
Let me clarify that. It was in top bins, all right.
Top bins.
That's all that matters.
But I don't think Steve Clark's going to pick him.
Okay.
No, I agree.
His hamstrings or his ACL or his
He's on his
Achilles.
way. He's on his way. He's on his way. From misery to happiness.
No.
You're about to sing that one.
No.
League.
No.
League 2 people. Now, we haven't even mentioned our fantasy football team. We're going to mention that at the start. It was a bloody disaster. That's the only way to describe this thing.
As we have calculated it's so much so we're actually embarrassed we've not updated our socials yet because it was so poor, Callum. And I'm putting 100% blame on Callum.
Why are you putting the blame on me?
Yeah.
So, Callum suggested, this guy, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Speaking in third person.
He suggested George Oakley should be in there. What happened? And Fraser said no.
Well,
And he scored. Would have been good. Back to League 2 here. This is why I brought it up as well. I said Kerr at centre back for Stirling Albion. I fancied him against East Fife. And you said, Stirling Albion against East Fife. That's what you said. That was your words.
Well, I said
East Fife top of the league, pal. I said, I don't care.
Yeah, man.
The Beanos are winning this. They're keeping a clean sheet. And you said, no.
He did say that, but again, I said Corey O'Donnell, Stenhousemuir's talisman.
Did you know?
We should captain him because I thought he had a couple of goals in him away to Dumbarton, and do you know what? He went and scored 3. And you guys said, Fraser, you're crazy for saying that. And I said, no, I've personally been watching Corey O'Donnell's career from Motherwell youth onto Bonnyrigg and then onto Stenhousemuir.
Someone's been on Wikipedia here.
Oh, it's transfer marked.
I hope it was Bonnyrigg, I'm just saying that. Right. And I said, and the cameras unfortunately weren't rolling at the time, but I said Corey O'Donnell, He is the man. He's the star man of the week. We have to.
Was this maybe a friend Fraser that said this?
No,
That
it was.
that weird friend Fraser you've got that's into all the weird things. He says all these crazy things as well.
I may have been talking to him, but
You're pal Fraser. Fraser's pal Fraser.
No,
I won't tell you the details on camera, but he's into some weird stuff. All right, Fraser's pal Fraser.
My mother watches this podcast, Callum.
We don't think Fraser's a real person.
How did you say that it was?
I did say Bonnie Riggett.
Shout out to Fraser's mum.
Yeah, no, she's a keen fan, one of the 20.
I need to give and the only reason we're recording today as well, I forgot off the start, I had to give a shout out to my flatmate Patrick because he came back to see the electrician at my flat. I was gonna have to stay in. The podcast almost didn't happen, but he came back. Thank you, Patrick.
Cheers, Patrick.
We're
Thank
here.
you.
So
Yeah,
we can
top
talk
man.
about League 2, which we keep getting distracted by. East Fife, a bit. They're floundering a little bit. Dick Campbell wouldn't be happy.
I know they looked like they were running away with the league a couple of weeks back, but
Peter Header right up there now. Yeah,
reeled back in by the boys from the
Oh,
northeast.
it's tasty up there, by the way.
It's a tasty one.
Edinburgh City, Elgin City decided they don't want a slice of it.
They don't want a slice of it.
No, why would we want to win the league when we can lose away to relegation fodder? That's really harsh. The Stranraer are actually
really
flying.
harsh.
I don't know who were Elgin.
Four losses in a row for Elgin.
Yeah, I think Elgin City were playing Peterhead actually, weren't they?
They were doing well, Elgin, as well.
Yeah, good.
They
good
were.
team as well,
Because they were quite up there, like, challenging for that title. And
Yeah.
I think East Fife will be street smart enough to.
Yeah.
Simon McKenna was massive as well.
Oh, yeah,
so after he left
massive.
Falkirk, so
And they've
See
had.
Yeah,
Say that again.
McKenna.
Michael McKenna
Oh right, aye. Yeah.
joined back up with Dick.
That's good on him.
Yes,
Fantastic.
yes, a Dick reunion.
Yeah.
That's shocking for her.
Fantastic.
Wasn't even any. I don't think there was even patter in
Yeah.
there.
But Edinburgh City, we had Uzi C in the.
Yeah, and
And
he
our
failed
team-
us as well.
We thought they would maybe go and romp, score
He was probably
3,
off
4,
at, like,
5
some
goals, and
DJing event or something like that. His head wasn't in the game. You know, he's done that. Like, where he just doesn't turn up to a game. 'Cause
Oh,
he's got,
really?
like a wee thing on. Yeah, he's big. He's big time though.
That's his job.
he
That's
is
his
big
job.
time.
Love Island's finest.
One off, aye.
Well, he's up there. Who's your favourite Love Island? No, it doesn't really matter. Does it? That's a tangent we didn't need to go down. Right, league. Below that, we're going to go on to the Lone League.
Oh, tasty.
Tasty indeed. It's taken a weird turn. East Kilbride, who obviously have a fantastic team, gave there a fair bit of a surprise, of course, in the cup earlier this year when they were flying. East Kilbride, that's 2 losses in a row now. Heavy though, and they've had this sort of before as well.
Yeah, 9 goals conceded in the last 2, isn't it?
Yeah, 5-1 at home to Celtic B, who are kind of out of nowhere. I think for the first time all season, have jumped to the top of the league. East Kilbride do have games in hand. I think that's really important to mention.
Yeah.
And I still see East Kilbride having the quality. And it's slightly odd one. There's not been many other teams. They lost on the opening day against Cumbernauld Colts, East Kilbride. Since then, it's not really been anyone that's really even laid a glove on them outside of the top 2 with Celtic now, and Braves beat them twice as well. Maybe just their play style. They can pick apart anyone on the day. Obviously, the quality they've got in that squad, and they'll be really keen to win the league, of course. But
One of your favourite games of the season, that Callum away at East Kilbride.
with the Caledonian Braves, yeah, it certainly was. But Braves had a chance to go top themselves, but lost at home to Albion Rovers. Just been unfortunately a bit of inconsistency in there.
Just too many draws in their season for the
Yeah.
Braves against teams that I think
They should be winning.
they should be winning against. But I mean, a fantastic season for the Braves so far. But
Yeah.
they could very
It's-
much
It's vast improvement, but with a slight bit of
disappoint. Yeah,
disappointment that they've not kicked on more. I mean, finishing 12th last season, overturning that, keeping a really young team together as well, a really young
with some really good signings.
Yeah, just added some peppered in some quality in there, but there's just been a few too many games where you're like, could have gone otherwise. It's still been a brilliant season to be up there competing with.
Best defence in the league.
Been up there competing with some really good teams. Yeah, I mean, they've been watertight at the back, obviously, for the most part. They've got in goal.
27.
Yeah, which was unfortunately free this weekend against Albion, which was, as I said, I think something with the Braves, the way the team play, they are really hard working, really combative, as you know, as well, but lots of quality in there too. But
Yeah.
maybe seem to fare off a bit better from just giving a complete outside perspective against teams when they can sit in and pounce
Yeah.
at them. You know, like that. I think that result against East Kilbride probably sums it up. East Kilbride weren't really at the races that day from everything I've heard in the highlights, but when they can do that, I think they're at their best. Maybe when they're at home against teams that now come and look at the Braves as this is going to be one of the toughest games of the season. We're going to sit and be a bit more,
Well, the Braves,
reactive to the Braves.
if you look at their star men,
Yeah.
it's their wide players that like to maybe have a bit of space in front of them. Cammy Bredner,
Moments in transition.
Zach Butterworth, and then Ross McNeil as that target man can do well with a long ball over the top and a one-touch finish. So, yeah, maybe against the teams that now like to sit in compact, they are struggling against them, and then East Kilbride, where they're going to take the game to the Braves, they can capitalise, win 4-1 it, for example. So
fair play to Celtic B. They've got himself top of the league, plenty of quality. Daniel Cummings, I think, scored a hat-trick, which is a bit... Because he's off to West Ham, I believe, isn't he?
Has he signed the pre-contract? I must have done.
Certainly rumoured to be, but the fact he's still playing these B team games is kind of wild. So yeah, I think that's all the news for this week, isn't it? We've covered that well.
Just absolutely every bit of news covered by us. Fantastic work again, boys.
So we've got some challenges to go into. That's not the end of the podcast. Stick around.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll have a little break first, and Luke, you tell us about the shirt of the week, please.
Shirt of the week. So
just once you're done stretching there, sir.
You've got to stay stretched.
He's lumbering up for this segment.
He's trying to show off his Monday t-shirt.
I'll have my Monday t-shirt.
Monday club.
In the club. Can you pass it down, please?
Yes, of course.
So
Lovely.
this week we've got shirt of the week. It is signed
in front of you. Remember?
Oh yes.
Sorry, just for the
viewers on TikTok. So this week's shirt of the week is Falkirk from 2000 and that's my real test. I'm trying to remember.
From the 2000s.
Yeah, I think it was the 18-19 season, and it was Tom Tyler's last season at the club. So it's a wee Tom Tyler top. And
in front of you.
Sorry.
Just thinking.
Fraser's proper.
No, it's just because it wouldn't show up on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. I should just get it on. And it's a wee personalised one, and signed by the man himself. So
yeah, very nice shirt.
Look, best wishes.
Aw.
A player that has a lot of sentimental value to you.
Yes.
He's a bit of a championship man, isn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not a name that everyone sort of remembers immediately, but
but
you do.
I love it. Like probably one of my favourite players from like that time at Falkirk.
They play for Hibs as well.
Yeah, they play for Hibs.
Hamilton.
But just checking.
Yeah, it does. Yes.
He's a Hy-Vee through and through. Sorry.
But when he played against, I just remember the tackle that he put in a tackle against John McGinn at Easter Road, right through him, and he got like sent off like for it. But like
as he should.
The brawl that started was some laugh. Falkirk went on to go 1-0 up in that game and then lose a last minute equaliser to this man Paul Hanlon.
Then up stepped Paul Hanlon, eh?
Yep.
Hy-Vee through and through.
Yeah.
Had a day at Hampton, and it's all because of you.
Jeez, that's shocking, mate.
That's the song. I didn't just write that on the spot. Don't worry.
Yeah, he had it in his script in his notebook.
He's got it tattooed on his arm.
I scripted that one out, yeah. I know too many Hibs fans sing that. Oh, a Hibs fan especially that sings that.
Moving on.
It's good man, Paul Hanlon. Right. Challenges. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
What time is it?
Incredibly ready.
It's half-time teaser clock.
No, it was going to be time to play the game.
Alright, it's time to play the game.
I thought, do you want to start off with the don't say the same word as me challenge?
Okay.
I would love
You guys
to.
ready for that?
Yeah, no, I'm...
A new feature, something we're going to try out, see how it performs, see how it goes. If the people enjoy it, then it can be back. And it's one you can play along at home as well, which is fun. You do not need to write down your name.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why are we writing this
Oh
down?
my god. I just want to use a board, man.
So, admittedly, I told you guys this already. I did write this when after a few jars.
Drink responsibly, please.
Wow, well, some of the ideas that come when you don't. Right? No, I'm kidding. Do drink responsibly. So I was in the pub by myself at this point, and I was like, just before I'm going to go home, I'm going to come up with a brilliant challenge, and this is the brainchild of that. And it's don't say the same word challenge. Are you guys ready for this? So I'm going to read it out, and I'll give you guys 3, 2, 1, and then you go first, Fraser, and then Luke, you say yours. No cheating, okay? Say the word that you're thinking. Don't change it if he says the one you were going to say, okay? And then I'll reveal my choice. Okay?
Perfect.
Right. So it is it is so it's don't say the same word as me, SPFL edition.
Oh, let's go.
Play along at home. Let us know how you do in the comments.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have 5 levels to go through, and the first don't look at my notebook.
No,
this guy loves
Yeah,
a cheeky look, by the
he
way.
does
Loves
actually
a cheeky look.
loves that cheeky look.
So the first topic you guys are gonna have is you have to say a Motherwell player. Okay?
Yep.
Thinking that?
Yeah.
Right. Motherwell player. Right, so you'll be fast, Fraser. So reveal it in 3, 2, 1.
Lennon Miller.
Luke Armstrong.
Stephen O'Donnell.
Yes!
He was never going to go as obvious as Lennon Miller.
Oh no, this is the psychology of it, isn't it? I thought Lennon Miller, but I was like, it's gonna be a bit too obvious, that one. Right, well done. You guys passed level 1. Just about. I want you guys to name a Scottish Premiership goalkeeper. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
McCracken.
Jordan Smith.
With the heading.
Oh, we are on fire!
Well done, guys. You're doing well. Right, next up, I want you guys to tell me a League One team.
Okay.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Dumbarton.
Montrose.
Cove Rangers.
Fireball.
You guys, you're doing well. You're moving up in the world. You're on
Very
to,
staunch, that one, Callum.
You're on to level 4. Is it?
Yeah, that's
It's Rangers, isn't it?
just Rangers, isn't it?
Oh, right. I've got the blurriest picture of all time on this. I didn't realise how bad it was. I blame the pub on that. Next up, name a Scottish Championship stadium. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
Excelsior.
Chapel.
The blurriest picture of Somerset Park of all time.
We actually might well make it all the way through here.
You guys are flying. You're on to level 5, the final one. I want you guys to name someone that has scored a goal in an Edinburgh derby this season. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Jack Iredale.
Oh, you bump. George Grant.
James Wilson. Well done, you guys completed the challenge, all 5 levels.
There we go.
How does it feel?
That's quite good, actually.
I like
I
that,
feel
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm normally terrible at these challenges. And
I always like these wee challenges when I see them on TikTok. I like to.
Good work, Callum.
Thank you very much.
like
A few more jars next week, please.
Make it more difficult next time as well. I was thinking about putting just like a 50-50 one in there.
Yeah,
but,
I think.
I thought I might catch you out on one of them. I don't know.
Did you?
But I didn't, obviously. So it got a little bit more difficult as it went on.
Yeah.
It was good.
I was trying to think that maybe you guys would think it would be too obvious to name someone that scored this weekend in the Edinburgh Derby.
No, I was just thinking I couldn't remember who'd scored in the previous
Oh,
game.
okay.
So
That's fair enough, actually.
I know. I was like,
I had to go with it.
I should have factored that in.
I was just like,
I'm not even sure I know who scored the first goal for Hibs.
That's really bad.
It was Martin Boyle.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
But I thought you might have said Dwight Gale, one of you guys as well.
Oh, yeah.
Our recent Dwight Gale chap.
Yeah.
But
Where's he at these days? Is he
He's still at Hibs.
still at Hibs?
But never
Not
gets
doing
a game.
much.
He comes off the bench.
Yeah.
We 10-minute cameos at the end, just to do his cash.
Right, Luke.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Oh, is it time? Oh, it's time.
Checks the watch.
Yep. Damn time. I'm joking. It is time for the second half teaser.
Oh, look, we practiced this.
We did practice
we
your
did that
intro.
short.
We did practice this.
Can you do it again,
Like
please?
McGuire's half-time
Yeah.
teaser.
Sorry.
Just fit to him.
Yeah.
Right, you got this, Luke.
Yep. So it's time for Luke McGuire's halftime teaser.
Yes, there we go.
That's the energy
There
we
we
need.
go.
Yeah.
Right, what's the halftime teaser?
The halftime teaser is, and it's a wee Who Am I again?
Yep.
So today's Who Am I is.
Make sure we can't see the next sentence.
Actually, 2 seconds. We'll just do
That was a good point.
I'll grab it on my phone.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Rudy.
Oh, just
so
once
last
you
week-
go off Snapchat there, look.
I was already on.
Last week, of course, it was Rudy Skashell.
Oh, the patter.
Have you worked on your pronunciation yet?
Yes.
Give us a shot.
No.
Can you say his name again,
Moving on,
just for the fans? Because
No,
honestly,
no,
Fans want to see it.
I was
Fans are
creasing
melting.
at the TikTok comments.
No.
You were told never to pronounce his name ever again.
Yeah,
actually.
and I won't.
Oh, so you're not? You're actually living up to that?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm living up to that.
The pronunciation of Gorgie as well didn't go down well.
How? I pronounced Gordy right.
Well, I don't actually. I was trying to interpret what that guy meant. I feel like maybe he's just saying Gorgie is wrong rather than maybe not the pronunciation. I'm not sure, but if you're watching,
Is it maybe because you called Hearts the Gorgie?
yeah, I think that's what. So he said pronunciation, but I think he meant actually just you calling Hearts the Gorgie is not good.
fair
But
enough.
I don't know. You
Right,
know
okay.
better than us.
Do you know
You
who
know.
Livingston's playing this weekend? The Kikari.
Oh, there.
The KY1.
Okay.
Fire away. Yep. Sorry.
I'm very ready.
Cool. I have played alongside Paulo Di the pronunciations all over
Rudy
the shop.
Skashell.
I have played alongside Paulo Di Kevin McAllister, and Jackie McNamara.
Kevin McAllister, is he in Home Alone 1, 2, or 3?
Second one's the best one.
Who's Kevin McAllister?
Full cook, isn't he?
Correct.
Falkirk legend.
Wait, read that out again. Who are the three?
I've played alongside Paulo Di Canio, Kevin McAllister, and Jackie McNamara.
When did Di Canio play?
Celtic.
Yeah, when was he there? When was he up
That
in
was late 90s, I think. Early 2000s. Because he played for Celtic in the big kits. And I don't think it was a good Celtic team he played for.
It might not have been Celtic, obviously, as well. It could be a West Ham or something like that.
Jackie McNamara, though.
Well,
Who did Jackie McNamara play for? Celtic.
Dundee United? Managed them, certainly.
Kevin McAllister. Simon Donnelly.
You keep him quiet there.
Is it Simon Donnelly?
No.
What sort of era do you think it's going to be then? Di Canio? Is it 90s?
Late 90s, early 2000s. Well, sorry, forgive me for my ignorance, but what era was Kevin McAllister?
I'm not entirely sure. I'd say early 2000s. Is that
Early 2090s.
Okay, so it's that era then.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't work it out from this.
Labyrinth of managers.
Yes,
Ricky
please do.
Waddle era.
I have been managed by.
John Hughes, I don't know.
I've been managed. What did you say? There?
John Hughes.
Correct.
No.
No way.
Yeah.
I got it on the first one.
Yeah.
No chance.
John Hughes, yeah.
That's a phenomenal shout.
Thank
That's
you very much.
Borussia Mönchengladbach in
Just
question
for
of
out there last
sport.
second
Yeah.
there. I was
Try to
like,
hear the rest of the clues and see.
Fire away, yeah.
So the next clue was I've been managed by Tommy Burns and Gordon Dalziel.
Okay.
And I've won the Scottish First Division 4 times and the Scottish Cup as a manager.
okay. Yeah.
With Falkirk. Who did? No,
Inverness.
Inverness. Sorry, yeah, of course. He beat Falkirk.
Yes.
That was it.
And he spotted Ryan Christie. Got him in that team.
Did he spot him?
That's what he said, yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what he claims, and I don't
He
know
didn't
if
spot him as a centre mid though. Had him down as a.
Oh, like a deep line? No.
Well, actually, no. He did play as a midfielder for Inverness, didn't he?
No, attacking midfield, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, got it.
Well done, Callum.
Thank you very much.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Good work.
In my head, I was going to say him quicker, but I was like, I feel like John Hughes is like a bit older, but I don't know why I thought that. Just in my head.
So when did that was? He played with Di Canio and McNamara at Celtic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he played McAllister at.
Falkirk.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And then he was managed by Tommy Burns at Celtic and he was managed by Gordon Dalziel at Ayr.
God,
At
imagine.
Ayr, of course. Oh, I should have known that.
Imagine coming up against Di Canio and John Hughes in the same team, eh?
It's wild, man.
That's chaos.
Yeah.
That's the fear that is, yeah.
Yogi Bonito, eh?
yeah.
Aye.
Shout out to the inspiration for the name of this. So, do you want your next challenge from me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you guys to name the topic of this category. And I can, as we go on, if you don't get it, if you're struggling a bit, I'll give you some hints.
Why 8, Callum? Why not 10? Why not 5?
Because 8, that's what people do.
Is that?
Get on the social media, pal.
Oh.
Keep up with the trends.
No, I'm just interested. I like it.
Right, challenge. You ready? I want you guys to name the top 8 scorers in Scottish Championship history. Of course, that's being from the start of like the SPFL. Since the Football League's obviously changed to be the current format that it is.
So that's in like the last 10 years. Then.
Yeah, just over 10 years.
Jesus, peeps, man.
Okay.
Top 8 scorers.
Brian Graham.
You can work it out. One second, I'm going to get my list up. And okay.
Sure.
So what's your first guess?
Brian Graham. We've conferred.
Correct. Brian Graham, 113 goals. He is second all time.
Wow.
Ooh.
John Baird.
Yeah, he is third on the list, 87 goals.
Phenomenal. Chris Doolan.
Chris Doolan doesn't make the list. He is actually 12th, 57.
Wow.
Interesting.
Chris Doolan off the list.
Shanks.
Go for it, man.
Lawrence Shankland, first player off the list, 62 goals. He's 8th. 1 goal off. Good guess there.
No, he's 8th. You said he was 8th.
Oh, sorry. 9th. Must be.
This is going to get difficult.
Lawrence Shankland's 9th. 1 goal off.
Martin Waghorn.
Nah.
Martin
Well off it.
Here's one.
Terrible guess.
James Keithans.
That's a good guess as well. He's just off the list too. I like that
That's
guess.
not
Good player. Good player. Good championship player. How many times did he win that division? Quite a few, I think.
Jason Cummins.
Jason Cummings, good shout. He's on at 63, which is good ball knowledge there because you might have thought he was around for long enough, but
No,
he's
yeah.
got a bag full of goals during his time there.
Tony what?
He's not played much
No.
championship.
Nicky Clark.
Good guess as well. 54 goals. He's just off the list. Very good guess. I like
This is
that.
going to be hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do
Yeah,
this.
I'm struggling, I'll win.
Let's think of teams that have dominated.
You haven't got the first one. Number 1 on the list.
Yeah, and that should be obvious.
Yeah, it will be.
Uh,
So number 1 is still there. 117 goals he scored.
Wow.
Let's think of teams that have been in the league the whole time.
He's very synonymous with one club.
Lewis Vaughan.
No.
Michael Moffat.
No.
No, he's not scored enough.
He's probably the best player of all time, arguably, for his club. Didn't spend his whole career there. Played down south for a fair bit.
Oh, Stephen Dobby.
Stephen Dobby, number 1 on the list, yeah.
Has he scored that many goals?
117.
Wow.
That's
To be
impressive.
fair,
That is phenomenal.
So you've still got number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7 to get.
London Knights.
No.
A horrible shout.
That is a horrible shout.
Horrible
Just
shout.
throw it out there.
Who's scored a lot of goals for? Farid El Alagoui.
Awful guess. Did he even score 10?
No, that's a good shout.
Did he score 10?
He's played for
He was
Falkirk, Ayr,
incredible at Falkirk.
Dunfermline.
No, he's nowhere near the list.
Simon, no.
You guys have done really well guessing a lot of the names
Simon
are just
Murray.
off it. No. He's not played all that much Championship either. Did when he was younger, but then he dropped down to League 2 of Queen's Park and everything like that.
You might at some point need to give us hints on
I will
clubs,
do.
but-
You guys have been guessing a lot of good names. You've got number 4, not one I would have thought had scored this many, but he was around in the Championship for a long time. He's retired now. Queen of the South for a long time as well.
Derek Lyle.
Derek Lyle. Good pull.
Oh, wow.
Good pull.
Yeah,
No, that's a
that's
good
a
pull.
good one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
80 goals. Derek Lyle.
Oh,
Next,
that's
Hint out
interesting.
for
I
you.
wouldn't
that.
have
What we got
never.
left?
you've got 5, 6, and 7 left.
5, 6, and 7.
Another one, a guy. He's still playing, but he's at the end of his career now. He's dropped down a few leagues. Great goal scorer. Played for a lot of different clubs. A lot of 5 clubs.
Liam Buchanan.
Liam Buchanan, yep.
Solid
Good
shout,
pull, good
by the way,
pull.
that's good.
Berwick Rangers.
Barrett Rangers, he's at now. Yeah. Part of the coaching team.
It's a I wouldn't have come up with him either without a.
Next, this is. I wouldn't have got. I wouldn't have ever guessed he was this high. Not a name that I think about too much because he last played in the Championship in 2015. So a bit of an earlier name here.
Luke was getting potty trained in.
Wow.
78 goals he actually did score. He was at Dundee, Queen of the South, Ross County.
Oh.
Vigers.
No.
No. Who was up top for them in those days?
Dundee, Queen of South, and Ross County.
Striker.
That was a goalkeeper. Free kick specialist.
Shut up. Uncalled for.
It's quite a tough one, this one.
Queen of. Oh
Go on then.
You got something?
no! It's
No.
not gonna be
No,
him. I was
don't
gonna
tease
say.
us like
I was
that.
gonna say Gary Harkins,
No, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good shout.
No,
but he.
He last played in the Championship in 2015.
I believe so.
Jeez, oh.
Dundee, Ross County, Queen of South.
He's actually the assistant of Annan Athletic these days.
What?
Finished his career at Stenhousemuir for the most part.
Willie Gibson's pal.
It would be, yeah. He works with him.
So I think who would have played with Willie Gibson?
Spent 5 years at Stenhousemuir to finish off his career. Retired in 2019. I was actually wrong with that 2015 shout, sorry. It was last Championship 2013.
Oh, well, okay. Blame me.
Scored most of his goals. He was at Gretna as well. A couple of years.
James Grady. No.
Come back to that.
McGuffey. Kenny Duker.
No.
What era was he with Gretna?
2006, 2008.
That was
That's
the
prime
golden era.
Ah,
that
that's
I
prime.
played. I had
And he almost scored a goal every game.
I had FIFA 2008 on my Nintendo DS, and I played Gretna, and they were in the Premiership.
He won
who
the
did I have?
He won the Championship. With
Neil
Gretna.
McGuffey.
He won the Championship with Gretna. Or League One at the time.
Bingham.
No.
Kenny Duker.
32 goals in 46 games he scored for them, which is pretty unreal.
It's not James Grady, no?
No.
Oh, my word.
Oh,
We'll come back to this
I
one.
had them on my.
Your final hint is a player, I believe he played out on the left a fair bit in his career as well. I remember him. He was at Airdrie for a while. He scored a lot of goals for Livingston, Queen of the South.
Livingston. Wow, Queen of the South have got some serious
Yeah.
ballers.
But he could play out on the left or up front.
Airdrie.
42 years old now he is, so
Brian Prunty.
just a good lower league man, retired in 2021.
Good lower league man.
Good lower league man.
I'm struggling.
Scored bags for Livingston. But then, yeah, it was it. Had a season at Airdrie as well where he was superb.
Lovell, Steve Lovell.
You guys missed out on the final two then, do you think?
I think so.
Right, the final two you guys missed out on was Colin McMenamin
Colin McMenamin. Oh my.
and Ian Russell.
Wouldn't have got that.
You wouldn't have got Ian Russell?
Nah, I wouldn't have got him, sorry.
Good
Colin
job.
McMenamin.
6 out of 8.
like
Pretty
it.
good.
Great challenge film.
Scored bags of goals with him on FIFA 08.
Well, a good attempt, lads.
Thank you.
I was impressed by that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Thank you.
You got a lot of the names that were just off the list as well, which is a shame. You did a good job at that.
Keating's was a good shout. Wouldn't have thought
Yeah,
that.
I know that.
Woxie won promotion with Hamilton, he won it with Hearts, and he won it with Hibs.
Yeah.
So,
No, I didn't win it with Hibs.
was he not part of the Hibs team?
No. Well, it was the one that won the Scottish Cup, but it was the one that faltered bet 3-2 in the playoffs.
Was he not around the season after? Was he away?
Don't think so.
I thought he would have been. Anyway, so...
I remember him cropping his ears when he made it 2-1 against Falkirk that day.
I'm sorry to hear
How
that,
the,
pal.
how the tables turned.
Good player, then he signed for Ray Ferguson, his knees fell off. So,
Oh, lovely.
Happens to the best of us, eh?
does it?
It does, yeah.
Well, talking about
We're not the best of us.
knees falling off, do you want to move on to the draft?
Wow.
That was quite a segue. I didn't know where that was going, but yeah, I would love to.
And
Callum.
because we're talking about knees falling off, it won't include Brendan Rodgers, unfortunately, because that's what happened to him, I believe,
Oh.
as a young man.
Tragic.
But he's gone on to have a great managerial career, so he probably won't be making any of our teams here. As it's going to be a 5-side draft of managers in the SPFL,
Fantastic.
Dub. Love it.
given
Let's
their
go.
primes of their career, of course.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
now. Yeah, so I'm going to go all time. I think I get to go first this time. I've not gone first in the draft.
Yeah, can we have the
Yeah, we've got all the names here.
Pre-compiled.
It's been rubbed off a little bit. So, I get to go first, do I?
Yep.
Ho, ho, ho.
Now I can use my board. Thank you.
He's been dying to use it.
I'm choking to use it.
I'm going to be mean to you here, Fraser.
No,
you're not going to like this.
I'm gonna. Nah, we agreed that this wouldn't be the case.
I mean, doesn't matter. My captain, Scott Brown.
Oh, that is. He's not a manager. He's still playing for Wraith at the moment.
I'd rather have that Scott Brown if he was available as well. But
Fine, you can have him.
who goes second? It will be Luke.
Oh, excellent.
Who are you taking off the board?
Striker. I'm going to take Brian Ray.
Yeah, has to be noted, there's not a huge amount of attacking talent in this, so Brian Graham was a really good name to pick. Speaks out quite interestingly that most managers do seem to be defensive midfielders and
Yeah.
fullbacks. So,
No goalkeepers.
yeah, we're not going goalkeepers in there, aren't we?
Nuno Espirito Santo would be on this list if he.
If it was an English one.
I would be picking him, but Charlie McGuire, please.
Respect that.
Yeah, good pick. Good ball player, good fives player, I feel.
Yeah. Team respects team.
You'd be a fantastic fives player.
Yeah, I really like that. That's probably the best pick in there, actually. Yeah. He'd smash balls left.
Oh, I
foot.
get two, don't I?
You get points, mate.
Fantastic. Yeah, in terms of quality player, and I think he would be a brilliant five-a-sides player, Barry Ferguson.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I like that.
I liked it.
Hopefully there's some good chemistry in your team with those two.
I feel like they'd be pals, even though they sort of support different teams in Glasgow. I feel like they are good pals.
Lukey boy,
Wow.
you're up.
Scary. I'm going to go... I'm humming and hawing here, but...
You are, aye.
Wow. I'm going to go with Jim Goodwin.
Okay, tough tackling in your fives.
Yeah, but it's a ball.
The Callum Ratchie, but by his philosophy.
I've moved away from that.
Yeah.
Well, of course,
Well,
that'd be some
No,
partnership.
he's nice now as a manager, though. He's really softly spoken and.
A lovely Irishman. We love Jim.
Oh right, oh you're talking Jim.
He's doing more actions. Yeah, no, Scott Brown is certainly as a manager these days. And my next pick, I'm going to take Gary Naismith.
Wow.
High quality player.
Nice.
So, and
Yeah.
have a very good
Premiership
career.
player,
Yeah.
Premier League player.
And I don't know if I should go off that logic for my next pick or not. But the attacking options are rough. We need someone that's going to score a couple goals. So I'm going to take Callum Elliott.
Ooh, okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Just because I feel like there's so many good midfield picks
Yeah.
that if I don't take Callum Elliott, he's not going to come back to me by the next
Yeah.
round. The way you're looking at me makes it feel like you were going to pick him.
I didn't think anyone was going to pick him, so
Yeah, but
I might just play with some false nines. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that
It's
was
fine.
fine.
It's fives.
they're not even close to being false nines though. Most of them are just tough tackling central midfielders. And yeah, so Oh, okay. I respect that. Right, you're up next, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Lunch champ. I'm going to go with Paul Hartley.
It's a good pick as well. He was one I was considering. You're right.
That's who I was going to pick.
Oh, yeah, that's the early chance on that.
I don't like going third. Third is not good. I am limited in my options here.
No, you're not. You've got a really lot. You've got a lot here, son.
As you tell.
Thanks for that. I'm going to go. I need a bit more of an attacking player, and this guy, Big Baz, Barry Robson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good
He's
pick.
played internationally and in the Champions League. Played for Celtic. So he goes. He fits nicely in. And now, pure nostalgia. Scored a wonderful penalty at Somerset Park to promote Ayr United. He's gone on to have a fantastic career at Alloa, and now he's their manager, Andy Graham, with his Copa Mundials on at the back. So him and Charlie McGuire will keep things nice and tight.
Interesting.
Andy Graham will be a little bit more robust. Charlie McGuire can ping the ball.
He's the big man at the back.
He's a big man.
Win all
So
every header that comes his way in fives.
Andy Graham, he's a Barclays man, Scottish equivalent.
Scottish Championship version.
Nice.
Look,
Try to think, just like.
You've got loads of options, look.
Callum Davidson.
Yep. You guys have just taken about my next 7 picks. Or
Yeah.
6. Well, you didn't say that.
Your
didn't you?
favourite guy is still on this list. Surely you've got to pick him.
We're talking about Scotland internationals here and everything like
Yeah,
that.
no, of course.
That's why
of
it's a
course,
bit.
but
Yeah, you've taken a lot of names off me. I think I might go former Rangers captain Derek McInnes.
Oh, that was going to be my next call.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Thank you very much.
You've
Oh, I
got
get
another.
back to back, don't I?
Yeah.
So what is this? My
This will be your 5th pick, no?
what?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my good.
See, if you had a board, you'd know.
Well, I've donated my board for the.
Oh, that's
for
true.
the
Actually.
class. I might go for another defender to shore things up. Do I? No. I feel like Scott Brown, Derek McInnes will be quite alright defensively with just Gary Naismith at the back. Might take another attacking player. A bit of creativity here, and you know what? He's a man that can play anywhere. You called it. I'm getting him in there. It's Willie Gibson.
Yeah, I would have been disappointed in you if you
He's-
hadn't. You
I know.
love him. You love him.
Well, I don't know about that, but he's an impressive player. He's played on the wing. He's played in at fullback. I've seen him in the middle of a back three. Good technical player, and as we kind of said, there's not a wealth of attacking options on here.
Yeah.
And in his prime, he was a flying winger, as his son is now for others.
Yep. He was also present the day that Andy Graham slotted the penalty in for Ayr United.
He was present.
And the Ayr United
Defenders.
fans were giving him pelters. It was
Nice.
good to watch. Ex Kelly, and he was playing for Stranraer that day, obviously.
Yeah. So Luke.
So I think this might be my final pick. Yeah,
It is, yeah.
it is. I'm going with David Gray.
That's got to stick.
Whoa!
He was the one I almost took to shore up my defence, but
Look, McGuire has taken David Gray. I don't think you can ever be welcome back at the Gorgie.
Oh, look at this.
McGilgy. Legend.
Why are you picking David? Is it because of his Scottish Cup win for the...
It's because he came through the Hearts youth system, actually.
Did it?
Yeah.
Actually, not. Didn't know that myself.
You didn't know Dave Gray came through the Hearts youth system
Nah, I think I've got.
before he went to Man United too.
I've changed it. I've
Wow.
brought it nailed down. I've got David Gray and Callum Davidson, and then you've got Paul Hartley and Jim Goodwin, and then a nice wee blind Graham up top.
It's pretty solid. It's not bad. I'm going to go
It's not great.
to...
I'm kidding. It's a good team. Sorry.
To round mine off, this guy has Premier League caps appearances to his name. Scotland caps, English Championship, and now he's doing very well as a manager in the Scottish Premiership. So I'm going Don Cowie.
Oh, I like that, by the way. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that.
Don
Yeah.
Cowie.
Good play.
And I think that rounds off the
I've crossed out the wrong name. It doesn't matter.
the winning 5-a-side team there.
I'm
I've
not
got
sure about that.
Andy Graham, Charlie McGuire at the back, Don Cowie and Barry Ferguson, and then Barry Robson running about like a madman up top.
Don't think you've got the facilities for that big man.
How?
It's just a reference.
Yeah, a very niche one, but
It's not that niche. Fraser's an old man though, you know.
Yeah.
He's not down with the kids.
No, I'm not.
Run us through your final team.
final team. So I have got David Gray, Callum Davidson, Paul Hartley, Jim Goodwin, and Brian Graham. The winning team. 1-0 look.
I think Brian Graham is a really handy pick for this entire thing, to be honest.
Great goal through.
But again, it's 5-a-side.
That was really interesting. That's staying in.
No, it's not.
Don't know why you dabbed there as well. Right, my final 5 is
I just didn't know though.
interesting. Sort of. I've gone quite attacking for mine as well, but it's a game of 5, so I want midfielders on. So it's Gary Naismith at the back, Scott Brown, Derek McInnes, Willie Gibson running around everywhere, supporting Callum Elliott up front.
Solid.
It's got goals in it as well, I think, more than your guys' teams. So
Take the mic.
who's scoring the goals for you?
Charlie McGrew. Penalty taker at Blackburn
To be
Rovers.
fair, Charlie Moore is a brilliant pick.
Free
for this.
kick taker. Barry Robson. I think in 5s, you don't necessarily need out and out defenders. You don't need out and out attackers. You just need good footballers. So
Yeah, that's my team.
Brian Graham.
Baller.
Yeah, he's not much.
Tap in merchant.
I think he would score quite a few though in these games.
Yeah, no
Correct.
good.
But you
So
guys,
1-0 for
you guys have too many.
1-0 Falkirk.
I've got Andy
1-0.
Graham.
Andy
You've got Brian
Graham's-
Graham. I know who I would choose.
Andy Graham's kind of the opposite of a 5 spot.
Yeah, I know. But I wanted him in.
He's just got a massive head, like in a good way.
And he's got beautiful Copa Mundials.
That's what you need.
Wow.
Good manager as well. I think he's really.
Well, exactly, yeah.
So
no,
some of
progressive.
the players we didn't take on this, Stuart Petrie, had quite good career as a
I like
winger.
that. I really like
good
that
pick.
Manager of?
Stuart Petrie at Montrose.
There you go, just doing it for the...
We got Dunfermline's Michael Tidser, David Gold, Colin Hamilton at Arbroath didn't get taken. Reece McCabe would have been a good 5s player as well, I think.
I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah.
He can slot into that centre half role too.
He plays everywhere for Edge as
Yeah.
well in a similar sort of way. Doug Emery wasn't taken. Morton, of course.
Simo Valakari.
Sima Valakari would have been a good pick as well. Chris
Yep.
Aiken had a good career. Wasn't taken. Darren Young, John Rankin, Stephen Robinson, St Mirren, Al Maybury, Michael McIndoe. None of them were taken.
Who did Stephen Robson play for as a...
I'm not sure.
Baller.
Mostly down south, but he had a few caps in Northern Ireland.
Oh, no.
Fair enough, that's
Would be a
not...
good pick.
Yeah, any international should be considered for our 5-a-side draft, but...
Yes. And to finish off today, then, we're not going to embarrass ourselves with another fantasy football, are we, Fraser?
Oh.
I'd love to. I actually really enjoyed it, but shall we talk about our fantasy football?
An AFC Bournemouth man. It was.
Wow, there you go. Shall we touch on our total from last week?
I really don't want to.
I know, neither. It was really poor, actually. There was one player in our 11 who got any more points than just start
For
points.
turning up.
Yeah, and it was Carswell, and he got a save bonus point for Spartans against Bonnyrigg.
1 point.
So he got 3 points. Everyone else amounted to a grand total of 20 points, Callum.
Your shout of Run and Hale was good.
Stinking.
Unused sub.
Didn't even come off the bench.
Adam Brown. injured
Adam
as
Brown, yeah. Was he injured? Fair enough. Well, that's our fault for not having a bench.
We'll do a sub next time. We'll put that out.
But can I defend us?
Go for it, pal.
Scott McMahon, yes, he only got 2 points, but he was influential in Ayr United's win. He was getting forward, could have had an assist, and he was let down by his defensive colleague George Stanger, who gave away a penalty, giving up the clean sheet point.
What
So
a
Scott
Thanks, George.
McMahon wasn't terrible,
Kiwi.
and then
Is he from New Zealand?
he's Scottish,
Scottish.
but he has played under 23 matches for
Kiwis.
the Kiwis. Yeah, his dad was a Scottish rugby player.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. Callum, it wasn't good. Uzi C did absolutely nothing. Ronan Hale didn't even come off the bench. Alfie Bavidge, the Cali fans.
Bit embarrassing.
Yeah, we captained Big Alf. Expected something more, and Inverness lost 1-0 at home to Montrose. So
Did they lose one though?
I think so. Yeah.
They won one now.
Yeah, they won one now.
Oh, sorry,
They
they won.
They
But
did
he
keep
was.
him on, so obviously they have faith in him.
Yeah.
They saw what we see.
Yeah. Listen, we were not far off. Like,
Oh, no.
Sam Stanton.
The journal now.
No, that's just not been updated. I tried to look at that earlier. It's not been updated.
Sorry.
As you'll see the. But
I'm pretty sure they won one now.
you're right. You are right. Sorry, that was my bad.
I forgive you.
Arbroath won 3-0 at home. Sam Stanton not involved in any of the goals. So, listen, what can we do? And we can only pick one player from each team, a couple from each league. So we're limited. We made some.
Stuart Carswell throwaways, clean sheet late on for no blooming reason.
Yeah,
just to upset us. And a 3-1 win.
He would have got so many points as well with the bonus point.
So what are we doing instead of the fantasy football on stream this week?
So
fantasy football come on socials.
Yeah, we enjoyed it so much. We are going to do another fantasy football team. We're just not going to bore the listeners with it just now. But keep an eye on our X in particular.
Get bored on X instead.
We'll bore our
what
followers.
What are we going to do instead?
So instead,
stop teasing us.
Yeah, you've got us on edge.
Super Six.
Oh.
I would like to. You gave your friend a shout out earlier. I would like to give my friend Michael. Thank you, Michael, for this suggestion. Super Six. We have picked 6 games at the weekend. We're actually limited because of the Scottish Cup fixture card. There's only 1 Scottish Cup game, no Premiership matches as a result, and only 3 Championship games. So we were limited in what we could pick.
We give us a nice Luke-style intro. SPFL Super Six.
So here is our SPFL Super Six results for the weekend.
Love that. Right, who wants to open it up?
I think you should, Callum.
Right, my first shout in there. We bigged them up. I fancy him to score this week instead. Alfie Babbage, so I've gone for Dumbarton 1, Inverness 2. Inverness are in strong form. Dumbarton down at the bottom. Obviously, it's a battle of the points deductions, these two. But Inverness, I think, slightly stronger form. I think they'll go there. I think they'll win 2-1. Most common scoreline in football.
Yeah. Which leads us into yours.
Yes, Scottish Cup action, early kick-off on the Saturday, 12:30 up in Pittodrie, Aberdeen, Queen's Park. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for the Dons.
Is it really the most common score in football?
I believe it is, yeah.
Well, I have gone for... I actually didn't know that, but it makes sense. We're not very inventive with our score choices, but I have picked Airdrieonians to lose 2-1 at home to Hamilton Academical. You don't agree with this, Callum?
I was a bit surprised Airdrie have been in decent form at home, especially as well. Hamilton, I've had a little bit of a resurgence, which we touched on earlier on, but...
That is going into my thinking. I'm thinking, I watched the Airdrie at Somerset Park at the weekend. They just didn't have much going for them. Ayr United were comfortable. Hamilton had a good performance against Falkirk. As you say, a little bit of a resurgence. So I think... off the back of that, Hamilton might do a wee job on Airdrie.
I reckon that'll be a first
basement
Hamilton
battle.
I don't have the numbers here. I reckon that would be a first Hamilton away win for some time. But
would it?
You've gone for it. That's what I'm thinking.
I should have looked into that before.
But
no, I'm fully backing that 2-1 Hamilton.
It's a big game as well. Airdrie know if they win that, then it's a bit of a 6-pointer, isn't it? They're dead and buried, or they can maybe.
We bounce back.
So the Great Escape.
I've predicted 2-1 Hamilton. It will finish 4-0 Airdrie.
I can see it being close no matter what. Maybe I almost put down Airdrie to win 1-0.
Interesting.
So I'll keep that in the edit if it happens. My second selection for our Super Six is going to be... What did I go for? I went for Morton 1, Ayr United 1. Now, I was thinking about that Airdrie game before as well. Then I turned to you and I said, I'm actually thinking Morton Ayr. And your response, Fraser, was...
Heart or head over heart?
No, you said we always draw 1-1 with them.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah. Before I'd said the score, I was thinking 1-1.
Or it's 0-0 or 1-1 Morton, whether it's at home or away. Ayr just... they struggle with Morton's style of play.
Tough place to go. Morton have been a bit hit and miss at times. Obviously, struggled with a few injuries and stuff like that as well. Ayr have also been, like all the teams in the title, odd results here and there, haven't been going their way. It's tough. I could see either team winning it, to be fair as well. I could see going there and winning it. But I've just gone for a 1-1. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, I think we can agree with that one. Luke, your next one?
My next one, I'm going to stay in the Championship. And it's Derby Day at the Falkirk Stadium on Saturday, and I am going to go with a 2-2 draw with Dunfermline.
Interesting. You've just picked David Gray in the 5-a-side draft. Now you're picking Falkirk to drop points at home.
Falkirk seem to be 2-2 specialists at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's a bit sloping, and obviously they've got the midweek game against Airdrie this week, so yeah, I think just they're trying to be a wee bit tired, and like I was speaking, I think they're trying to, they'll be doing a rotation again, which is always not the greatest for that push in the running. So I think it's going to be a tight game, and I do think it is going to be a draw.
Fair enough.
Well, folks got 2-2 against Ayr and Hamilton this weekend recently, so it's a scoreline they enjoy. Fraser?
The final pick of the Super Six, and I'm going down to the borders, to Annan Athletic, like we were back in May. And I'm going Annan Athletic 1, Stenhousemuir 3. I think Stenhousemuir are looking like they're in good form. I back Annan at least to score.
Yeah.
They quite often do, but their form's not brilliant. Stenhousemuir are on fire, and I'm backing your local team. Local from the local.
Stenny.
So 3-1 Stenny.
I'm happy with that. So what's the prize if we win?
£250,000. Oh no, wait, sorry, that's that's Sky. Just a pat in the back.
Great.
Yeah. Are we handshake?
I like how you win like $250,000 in the real one, and this you get a pat on the back if it comes in. I'll be devastated.
Hopefully we'll have some respect. We'll be a reputable podcast then, because we'll show that we know what we're talking about.
And let us know your predictions in the comments, please.
Please do.
Yeah, should be good. So that's our final challenge, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, nothing. We've not missed anything, have we?
No, that's it.
I've missed tic-tac-toe. That's what I've missed.
Yeah, we need to bring that back.
Still not done Hangman as well, honestly.
Oh no, Hangman, that could come as well. There's so many challenges to do.
So many options. There's just...
Only so much time to edit these shorts as well. So we'll get onto that. So that brings us up to the end, and an exciting midweek card in store for all of us.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Confident?
Nope.
Luke, confident? Okay. Well, I'm confident. Livingston away for the Rovers, yeah.
Livingston away, ole, ole.
I miss the spaghetti head.
You do?
Yeah.
Will you be there, Callum?
I'll be there, I'll be filming.
I'll be there no matter what.
Unfortunately so, yeah. Hopefully better than the weekend.
Shorts or trousers?
I can't... I'll be wearing my trousers. Barry Robson was not impressed by me wearing shorts at rave training on Friday last week, so I don't want to get told off for that again. So I've had plenty there. But it's a nighttime game, it'll be nice and cold.
Yeah,
nice and cold.
Nice and crisp.
I've never heard anyone talk about the cold and say it's nice.
Well, that is Scottish football, Luke, and that's what Scottish football is, and that's why it's a sometimes beautiful game of Scottish football, because you have to deal with the cold.
Sorry, Callum.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, it's been a pleasure, lads.
Yeah, it has.
As always.
Yoga Bonito, episode 5.
Right.
Finito.
In the books.
I like it.
Yeah, good work, yeah.
Look, don't go changing.
Final lads, he's going to make that a thing.
Yeah.
Spencer FC, roll over.
Yeah. Must that content.
Right. Well, goodbye.
Cheerio.
Thank you.